everybody, I'm Autistic Game Guy, and prepare for a lot of pain. Okay, maybe you don't, but I do. Well, I did. This is a past recording. You see how bad I am with post-commentary? I feel dead inside. Angst aside, welcome to Iceman Stage. There are ice physics here, but that's not the main problem of the stage. The ice physics are not really that much of a problem. The problem is everything else. Before we get to the other problems of the stage, let's go ahead and talk about Iceman himself. He was built to be an Antarctic research robot. The entire reason why it can withstand cold temperatures is that it can stay in Antarctica forever. And Wily thought this would be a good robot to turn into a super weapon. Wily, what the heck is wrong with you? Yeesh. It honestly could be worse, though. It could be Mega Man 7. We'll talk about that Robot Master when we get to that point, but... Behold! Just down here, I believe, is our first problem. Ladies and gentlemen, reappearing, disappearing blocks. Now, really in this stage, they're nothing more than a slight annoyance. They're not gonna kill you if you fail them, unless you keep hanging an enemy I just destroyed. Special weapons can destroy that enemy just fine, so, if you keep getting hit and you have more than just the Mega Buster, I think you're pretty good. I would say you could halt it with your Mega Buster, and it's definitely an option for other times. But this time it's impossible because your Mega Buster shots just go a little bit too high. Anyway, behold the main problem. Just watch. Yeah, the game did make that sound. But the main problem with the stage, especially when you don't have the Magnum theme, is this giant gap. There's only one platform in between this giant bottomless pit. These platforms, moving in between them, go in a semi-random pattern. They'll be going left to right, sure, but their altitude can be somewhat random. And because of this, not only do you have to worry about timing your jumps right, but you also have to dodge projectiles as they shoot out. And if you're trying to jump to a platform and you just barely get hit, well, even if you're about to make it to the platform, your knockback is probably going to knock you off the edge. That was my second attempt, by the way. I'm surprised it didn't take longer, honestly. I didn't get any more deaths. That cut was really just me doing the hidden block section again. But yeah, the only reason I did that was because it took another 3 to 4 minutes because I was having the same clumsy amount of failures. But anyway, I'm surprised I got past that because normally, whenever I practiced, I actually ended up dying in that portion like 10 or 20 times. I don't remember the exact count, but I died a lot. And all of the deaths were pretty much the exact same reason. Anyway, we're at Iceman himself. The stage isn't too long. The only real problem is the bottomless pit portion. But here's where things get a little stupid. These penguins are supposed to infinitely spawn, and I was going to use them in order to grind for energy, because Iceman is very difficult, with just the Mega Buster anyway. But they stopped spawning. This isn't supposed to happen. I triggered a glitch where if an enemy has a spawner, and they're supposed to keep spawning infinitely, you could, I don't know how to describe it, you can break the spawner, I think. I don't know, like, if you destroy the enemy too close to the edge of the screen or something, the spawner just breaks. So the penguins won't come back until I die. And, spoiler alert, I will be dying, because Iceman is kind of a jerk. The gimmick with Iceman is, he has ice slashers. He will shoot 3 in a row. He'll be up to down, down to up, a kind of random pattern. You may notice that one hit did a lot of friggin' damage to me. I believe you can only afford 2 hits. The third one kills you. Like so. That's why I wanted to get more health. The jump in between the ice slashes can be pretty precise. So, that's why I say, do not, under any circumstances, on your first playthrough, fight Iceman. His entire stage is out to get you. Yeah, there's definitely better picks for the first Robot Master. I should have. I basically showed the ones I would choose. These two I'm fighting in this episode, very bad ideas to pick, and they know. They know. Now, as I defeat Iceman here, there's a certain glitch that's gonna be... It's not really a glitch, but it's gonna result in a glitch later on in this playthrough. But, go ahead and take note of what happens once I defeat Iceman. Specifically, look at the projectiles. The projectiles do not disappear. Because they don't disappear, you can take damage. Because Mega Man's controls lock up once you defeat a boss. Of course, in a Robot Master fight like this, you'll get your control back, sure. But, think of a Wily boss. You lose control, but the projectiles don't disappear and you can take damage. They knew about this someone, of course, because most of the Wily fights, the fight just ends. You hit him last, and then the fight just ends. Stage clear theme, wherever Mega Man is, that's where he is when the stage clear jingle happens. It's fine. The final boss, however, is a different story, and I'll be talking about that more in the last episode. Anyway, welcome to Elecman stage. Elecman works at a nuclear power plant. Because obviously. And, Capcom knew that you shouldn't be taking him on first. You see, the reason I took him on last was so that way I could avoid a certain collectible known as the Magnet Beam. The Magnet Beam makes it so that way you can make platforms basically wherever you want as long as you have energy. I wanted to avoid this because there are certain platforming obstacles that can be easily cheesed with this. For example, the bottomless pit section Iceman stage that I brought up earlier. Also, I normally do not have this much trouble with these guys. I don't know what's going on with me. This entire stage I'm going to be having trouble with these guys. I don't know why. I'm normally not this bad with them. But... more annoying blocks. Whatever. So... Elecman... These stages alright for the most part. I don't know what I was doing there. There might be a couple of cheap gimmicks, but overall it's mostly okay, except for the Magnet Beam. And then you go to Elecman himself. You should worry. I'm gonna avoid talking about him until we get to the boss fight. Mainly because I actually want to have something to talk about during the boss fight. Note to self, practice your post-commentary a bit more before you start recording in book. Because you are actually off for the weekend in terms of college, so you really should be spending your time doing something with your videos. Post-commentary is hard, guys. Ow. Ow. Ow, stop it! I normally don't have that much trouble, but, right there. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Magnet Beam. Those are Guts blocks there, which means you either have to take on Gutsman before this, so you can use a super arm to get those blocks away, or you replay the stage after you get the Thunder Beam and destroy the Guts blocks that way. Either way, you're not doing it. You're not getting you're not getting the Magnet Beam on your first visit, unless you have something else from a previous stage. So if this is your first stage, you have to replay it, guaranteed, because the Magnet Beam is required for the end of the game. Repeat, the Magnet Beam is required. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the power of the Magnet Beam. That right there is the very reason I went to this stage last. And I thought, maybe I could do something kinda stupid. It didn't work. What just happened? I think I blacked out there for a second. In all seriousness, yes, I did speed up that footage by 4 times. In the video, it took about, like, if I look back here, around, I'd say like 20, 30 seconds maybe. The actual time was like 2 minutes, and you don't need to see that part entirely again. But I wanted to show off the fact that the magnet beam does reappear, but the guts blocks don't. So, yeah. Anyway, this part's annoying. It's the most tedious boss corridor, as if you take damage, you're gonna fall. And you have to slowly crawl your way up the ladder, and anyway, Elecman. His weakness, I'm using it, and it's not, oh dear. Iceman and Elecman both take you out at full health in 3 hits, but Iceman is the less tedious one, and his weakness is the Thunder Beam from this stage. The Thunder Beam goes straight up, straight down, and a straight line in front of you. Because it's in a straight line, you don't have to worry about aiming or any type of weird shenanigans. You can just fire and you're pretty much fine. Elecman is weak to the rolling cutter, and the reason I'm not taking him on with the Mega Buster or some other random weapon is because I really can't. Elecman does the same amount of damage as Iceman would, and he stays pretty close to you on most occasions. I got lucky. Because sometimes the rolling cutter will go over or under Elecman, and then you take damage from his Thunder Beam, and then you just, that boss is annoying. But we'll start the fight with Dr. Wily next episode.